What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here with your second stimulus check update. And in this video, we're going to go over how the Fed and the Treasury are testifying on why we need more stimulus. And also, I'm going to give you several different other places that you can get stimulus money right now. But first, if you're new to the channel, click the subscribe button down below. It's completely free to do so. This way you won't miss out on new videos as it comes out. My wife and I do all the research for you every single day, so we can bring you all the related stimulus check and related news every single day in a quick, concise video. And don't forget to hit the like button for us down below. It really helps out our channel. Okay, first up, as the stock market is dropping like a rock, Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin and Federal Reserve President Jerome Powell are set to testify before Congress on the need for more stimulus. The focus on the House Financial Services Committee hearing will likely fall on fiscal policy, with time running short for Congress to agree on another round of spending measures, aka stimulus, before it shuts down ahead of the November election. The $2 trillion bill passed in March has helped production and employment rebound, but the impact is now fading, and lawmakers have been deadlocked for weeks over how much more cash to pump in. Goldman Sachs economists say that if the 2020 election results in a unified Democratic government, this would likely allow President Biden to pass a large spending increase. That would raise the rate of growth and inflation and could ultimately pull forward the central bank's first interest rate hike by 2 years to 2023, which means that they will be leaving interest rates at historic low rates for at least the next 3 years. By the way, if you own a home and you have a mortgage, now is the absolute best time to refinance. You can save tens of thousands of dollars over the course of the life of your loan right now with historic low interest rates. For example, if you have a $200,000 mortgage and you can lower your interest rate by just 1%, for round numbers, that will save you $2,000 per year every single year going forward. And if you haven't refinanced your mortgage in the last 5 years, it's very likely that you could save at least 1%. If you have a mortgage for double the amount, say $400,000, you could save $4,000 per year, and that's off just 1% less. Again, if you haven't refinanced in a while, you should definitely look into it because you could be saving thousands of dollars per year. And they actually have like very low or no closing cost loans nowadays where you won't even have to come out and pay any money out of your pocket, and the savings will be instant. Steven Mnuchin, Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin, the main negotiator for the Republican team, has hinted that they're likely to come to a compromise here before the election, hinting that the Republicans and the White House team will be willing to give the Democrats more money as we go forward if they can't get it done. Also, we have a lot of deadlines coming up. The airlines have expressed that they need more stimulus money before October 1st, or they literally could have an airline collapse with multiple different airlines going out of business. And even without that, hundreds of thousands of airline workers will be officially laid off and lose their jobs starting October 1st if they don't get more stimulus money. The reason for this is the money from the first stimulus package, which gave airlines billions of dollars, has a timeline of it of October 1st, of which they have to keep their employees. And when October 1st comes around, they're literally going to lay off hundreds of thousands of people between all the different airlines. The airlines have said that their business is still down by 85%, and no business can stay in business being down by 85%. That is extremely bad. And the airlines are saying that if they don't get more money, they are going to go out of business and have to lay off hundreds of thousands of people. And both the Republicans and the Democrats have said that they need to get more money to them before that deadline, which makes the airlines your best friend right now, because if they're going to pass stimulus, they always pass it in packages with multiple different things in there. So this presents a great new urgency and opportunity to add stimulus checks in there, a new unemployment extension, which again, both sides say they want checks and unemployment extension to the end of the year. And with that deadline looming of just early next week, October 1st, we're likely to see a new stimulus bill come out and try to be passed very quickly, which will likely have money for the airlines, money for the restaurant industry, also stimulus checks and an unemployment extension update. So we're likely to see a new bill this week with bipartisan support, we hope, because both the Republicans and the Democrats know they need to pass this quickly. We just had the unemployment money run out from the presidential executive order. Now, if they don't pass this, let me back up a second here. I almost don't think there's any way they can't give more money to the airlines. The airlines earlier this year were actually deemed an order of national security and that they must stay in business, because if the airlines go out of business, like I've said before, we literally go back to like the 1800s where you couldn't fly. And if you can't jump on a plane and go somewhere in the US, New York, LA, anything, our country literally goes back in time over 100 years. I don't think that that is going to happen. I think it's very unlikely that's going to happen. So what that means is that the government will have to pass more stimulus for the airlines, and the perfect opportunity to do that. And they've also said they want it for restaurants too. They want all these different things. They want money for airlines, money for restaurants, money for stimulus checks, and money for unemployment, money for small businesses. It's the perfect time to just get it done right now. The two biggest things that are holding us up a little bit right now is the new Supreme Court Justice nominee, which really doesn't need to happen this week, but the president is pushing for it with historic quickness because he wants to get his nominee officially elected before the election. And then Nancy Pelosi threatening to impeach the president if he does that before the election. But in all fairness, that is what the president's supposed to do. He's supposed to elect a new Supreme Court justice. The Democrats don't want him to do that because they think that Joe Biden's going to win the presidency. And I just don't see any way the president is going to just delay it for 2 months. And then even if President Donald Trump loses the election, he has several more months until Joe Biden actually takes office at the end of January. I just don't see any way the president is going to not elect the new Supreme Court justice, and only the Senate needs to pass it, and they only need 51 votes, and the Republicans have 53 votes. So that is holding things up a little bit, but I don't see any way that the Democrats can block it, besides maybe Nancy Pelosi threatening to impeach the president. But I don't know what she's going to impeach him over. But the way things worked is that they can impeach him in the House because the Democrats have all the votes, and then it doesn't get passed in the Senate, but they're trying to just basically throw a smoke screen up there and delay the whole process. I don't even know what they're thinking, but you guys could let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Could that delay things? I don't know. You tell me. Also, I want to show you this information that has money coming from states and cities for several different areas across the United States. And this just might be an area that you are in or somebody that you know is in. And if you don't know about these programs, you might miss out on basically the free money from the government. So let me show you. I'm going to go through these semi-quickly so we can get through all the different states and cities that are offering this free money or stimulus money. Number one, Oregon passed $500 stimulus checks to their residents. This has expired. If you didn't know about this program, then you would have missed out on that. So this is why some of these are going to be very important. North Carolina has $335 stimulus checks to households with children 17 and under. This is going on right now. So anybody that lives in North Carolina and has children can get a stimulus check from the state of $335. The checks are technically extra credit grants and would be automatically given to North Carolina parents who filed taxes. Those who did not file would be given an opportunity to apply for the grant. Also, I want to quickly note that 8.7 million Americans are at risk of losing their $1,200 stimulus checks from the first stimulus payments. And if you haven't got that, you might need to do this or else you might miss out on that check. At least 8.7 million or more Americans could be at risk of losing out on their $1,200 stimulus checks due to incomplete IRS and Treasury Department needs. What you need to do if you didn't receive your first stimulus check or you know somebody who didn't is go to irs.gov/EIP and it will take you to the Economic Impact Payments website, of which you can update your information here. Most of these people will be non-filers who didn't file tax returns, may have to enter their information here in this blue box. This box on the left, you can also update your bank account information to receive your payment by direct deposit. That will likely update your information for the second stimulus check also. So irs.gov/EIP. Okay, another plan that just expired is Duval County from Florida. 40,000 families received $1,000 payments on a first come, first served basis. That is gone. The same thing with Montgomery, Texas was $500 stimulus checks. That's why if you don't know about these, it's important to know about these before they expire. We also have grants to residents using specific uses for housing and utilities. Seminole County, Florida had grants up to $5,000. That's gone. But Montgomery County, Ohio has mortgage assistance up to $10,000 and also for utility and rent assisting. That is still going on. So if you're from Montgomery County, Ohio, if you're from Nicollet County, Minnesota, you have grants up to $4,000 for assistance. These grants can be used for housing, appliance repair, replacement, utilities, transportation, all sorts of things. Nicollet County, Ohio. Nicollet County, Minnesota. We also have Escambia County, Florida, grants between $1,000 to $2,000 per household. That has just opened up. And we have Fort Worth County, Texas, grants of $7,200 per household to help with housing, utilities, food, and medicine. The next one we have is Gadsden County, Florida, grants of up to $6,000 per household for past due rent, past due mortgage payments, or utility payments. We also have Alusha County, Florida. Let me know if I pronounced that correctly. Grants of up to $5,000. We have Oakland County, Michigan, grants of up to $15,000. So we have several different places here with new grant money. I will keep you guys updated as I hear about more states, cities, and counties giving out money to their residents. If you know of any others, post it down below in the comments so our viewers can also know the information. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up on this video. It really helps out the channel. And subscribe if you haven't yet so you don't miss out on new videos. I have videos going live at 10 a.m., 3 p.m. and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can click the bell icon if you want to get notifications when we go live. And you can click on these videos to watch my newest stimulus check videos next. And this video teaches you how to start a business selling products on Amazon FBA. I have students that have replaced their entire 9-to-5 income selling products on Amazon, and I teach them how to do that. Click on one of those videos to watch them next. Thanks, and I will see you in the next video.